All right, it looks like we are live now. Welcome in, everybody. Hope everybody is having a fantastic Friday. TGIF. Today on their stream, we are going to do a couple of things. First thing we're going to do is go over some e-reader cards that I ended up picking up in Canada. Misfire, shout out to you because you wanted to see all these cards. But yeah, so I'm going to show off all these cards real quick. Then after that, we are going to bounce into opening some mail from Whatnot Orders. Seb, welcome in, welcome in. How you doing, man? It's been a hot minute. Happy New Year. I haven't seen you since the New Year. But yeah, so we're going to quickly bomb through all of these cards. And then we'll hop into the mail. Some of the mail that we're probably going to be doing mostly today is going to be from orders that I've purchased. So it's not giveaways. We do have giveaways also, but that's just not going to be the focus of today. But yeah, so let's jump into these cards and yeah. Once I get fully ready. Obviously, if you guys have any questions along the way, please feel free to ask. I'm not gonna go like too long on them. Magikarp sweet. A lot of these cards are actually in really good shape. Some of them have the odd imperfection of like a crease. There's a couple creases. I mean, these are old cards. But excuse me. Yeah, some of them have creases, but some of them have some like blue on them, and you'll see it's obviously from how they were stored in like a binder or something. And I did organize these, as you can see. Some sort of organization. I organized them by type and by Pokemon. I ended up going to a store in Victoria and got most of these. I got some not there, but the majority of them, that's where I got them. And funny enough, so the guy had like 3 different bulk boxes. And I tried to get these first. I looked at these. I was like, how much would you do on these? And he's like, oh, they kind of range, but they're around like 40 cents a piece. And I was like, okay. I mean, that's, yeah. I mean, they're e-reader. Like, these e-reader sets, they did not print a lot of cards. So I was like, okay, well, it is what it is. So I go through them all, and I said, you know what? Would you do 20 cents a card if I take all of them? 20 cents Canadian. So that's like 15 cents US. There we go. We got some rares here now. These are Black Star rares. And he instantly was like, I don't know, I'd have to look up a few of them, see what the prices are. And of course, he grabs some of like the starters and stuff. And he's like, you know what? Some of these are like $5 or $6 cards. So I can't do 20 cents a card. And I was like, okay. So I start bombing through his other bulk. And I end up picking out about 500 cards in that bulk. I'm there for maybe 10 minutes. And I go up to the cash register. And I say to him, I say, okay, like, I'm going to take all 500 of these cards. And this bulk was cheap. These bulk cards were like 4 cents a card. And so I was like, okay, what's the best you can do if I take all of these? And he was like, I don't know, man. I haven't priced them out like as we just discussed. And I was like, well, how much would it be if I was to take all of them? He was like, I would have to get at least 30 cents a card. Instantly, I said, done. Done. Count them up. And he did not think I was going to say yes. But he did. And he honored his word. And I got all of them for 30 cents a piece. Jason, welcome in. Welcome in. Hope you're doing good. We're just going through all these e-reader cards that I got when I was in Canada. And telling the story of how I got them. But yeah, there you go. Nicely done, sir. Thank you. Thank you. As I'm spilling cards now everywhere. Yeah, like these Torchics, he should not have sold these to me for 30 cents a piece. He definitely should not have. And like, don't get me wrong, most of these are like LP or MP, but that, to me, that doesn't matter. I mean, getting e-reader cards all together, there's just really nothing wrong with that. These cards are just so much harder to find, and also too, living in Hawaii, it's really not easy to find old cards like these. It's really not. Skarmory, this is a rare also. Star. Got a couple of those. And we do not shy away from trainers. We never shy away from trainers. Because people do like trainers. Especially when it comes to e-reader stuff. Like I said, I take all of it. Take all of it. These are, actually, funny enough, these have a little bit of a different story. These energies, I ended up going to a different store just outside of Victoria. And they had a box, and it was like 75 cents per card, and I was just like, I don't know. So I just like was looking through the box. I'm on vacation. I don't mind looking through the box. And then when I went up, they're like, oh, it's a Christmas deal. And then they punched them in at 40 cents a piece. So I got those 2 energy rares for less. So, I mean, still 40 cents a piece, but I'm okay with that. On rares, I don't mind. Because also the thing too is I have enough Pokemon cards and enough knowledge that it's like, even if I pay like kind of closer to market, I don't mind throwing these into a binder for a long time. That does not bother me at all. Trico, another starter here. Definitely a win to get all those Tricos. Wurmple, I personally, this is one of my favorite cards from any of the sets. I have a soft spot for bug Pokemon. Don't ask why, because I have no idea why. Another Trico. And we are getting close to the end. That's a really nice Weezing too. Where's Weeza? We haven't seen him in forever. And, oh, and the last e-reader right there. There you go. So now at least I can send that little clip. These are just some fairy Pokemon I got. Because they don't make fairy Pokemon cards anymore. So anyone that's kind of just looking. I'm willing to pay 6 cents a piece on cards like that. People like that weird stuff. Weird stuff. Weird is not the word for it, but you understand what I'm trying to say. But yeah, there you go. That is the cards I wanted to show you guys. Misfire. I hope they are what you're looking for. If not, then oh well. They will all get posted either way once the scanner gets here. Alright guys, I thought it would be fun to go through some Whatnot mail now. Now, I have gone through this. I've gone through it all. And that one we're going to do also. And what I've done is I've written down how much I paid for each of these. We're going to open this one first because I don't know who gave that to me. And then we're going to open that one also. These are like question marks because I tried to fact check who has sent me stuff. And actually this big pink envelope, I think we're going to save that for a video game opening day. But the rest of these I believe are cards for the most part. So pretty much, oh, and then this one we're going to do these two together too. We'll do those two at the end. That's a big order. And then these two. So yeah, we got lots of cards. These are just the ones I paid for. Some of these have giveaways in them also, but some don't. But yeah, so what we're going to do is we are going to start with these 3 and just see if they are who I think they're from. And then we also have this I'll show you guys at the end too, which is a ripped one. Because I think it's kind of fun, like, not fun. Obviously, I don't want my orders to be ripped. But, like, if you're buying Pokemon cards and they're getting sent letter mail, like, you have to deal with the fact that, like, mistakes are going to... Well, not mistakes, but... Well, yeah. Mistakes at USPS will happen. All right. So... Here's the thing, I'm not going to know live, and I have my keyboard moved to the side. So we're not going to know instantly how well I do on these orders. But the question is, how well did I do on these orders, you know? It's a good question. And what we'll do is we'll rank how well the packaging is, if they did a good job on the packaging or not. And then we will look at the cards, see if we're just happy with what we got. And then on the back line, after I'm done opening them, I will look up and see what the value was, and hopefully I can throw a short together on how well it did. But yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. All right, so we are opening our first piece of mail from Whatnot. We spent $6.68 on this whole package. So let's take a look. Let's see how well I did. Okay, off to a, you know, it was loose in the package, but mostly in top loaders with some tape. Okay, so this is the order I thought it was. So yeah, we paid $6 for this, and we definitely did get some cards here. Magby, Beedrill. Now, the main thing I was going for with this set was I was going for rares. I was going for vintage rares, which you can see by the star in the corner here. And we got a decent amount. It was ×2 the money. So I paid $1 and ended up getting the both of those. Electro, this is from base set. This is a unlimited, not shadowless. And times the money, base set 2 with the Kangaskhan. And we got the Pinsir, which also came with a common Paris, which I didn't want. But we got the Pinsir, and that is the card I did want. So what do you think? How did we do for $6? How much was it? I tore it. How did we do for $6.68? How did we do for $6.68? A little bit of movie magic there, but yeah, no, I love these cards. These are this is gonna be sweet. Well, let's take the tape off here. I will say that this is a rookie packaging. I'm already done the short that I'm gonna make out of this, but this is rookie packaging. The tape, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying this is like 100% wrong. But you guys have seen that what I do is I use Post-it notes and then tape around the side, because I have to be pretty careful about this tape here, because if the card is touching it at the top, which you can see it kind of is on some of these, and I can try to shuffle them down, but you know, you want to be careful because that tape can potentially damage the cards. Now, painter's tape is definitely better than like Scotch tape, but the way, I mean, for the extra few seconds on a Post-it note, and I mean, Post-it notes are fractional penny cost. So he did send them in top loaders too, so there's that at least. Shared top loader, so we'll see. But yeah, so vintage rares. One of the reasons why I like going for these cards, if anybody in the world cares, every single time a vintage rare is pulled, that is a pack. Somebody paid the whole like $3 to $5 for that pack to get that card. Now, granted, they were probably hoping to get a Charizard, or base set 2 would have been a Charizard. Base set would have been a Charizard. They were hoping to get a Charizard, a Blastoise, a Venusaur, a Mewtwo. Long list of cool cards, but they ended up with this. And at some point in time, that ended up getting sold to somebody, and probably sold to somebody, and then it ended up with somebody on Whatnot. That's probably what happened. Maybe one less sale than that. But the thing is, a lot of these cards are slept on because a lot of people going into collecting don't realize that these rares do hold some value. They definitely do hold some value. Now, condition is pretty much everything on these guys, but we'll see. At $6 a piece, we're really going to only account, we're not even going to account for the Paris. The Paris is just kind of a bonus because we did not want the Paris, we wanted the Pinsir. But if you really think about it, at $6.68. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 rares. So including shipping and tax, we paid less than $1 a piece on these. And from what I am looking at, like that's like MP, maybe LP, but probably closer to MP. This is Neo. Maggie's nice card. Nice card. That's LP. So that's in better, lightly played condition. Anybody that cares what I'm trying to say. That's more of an MP. I mean, it's not quite HP, but yeah, that's more MP, but that's okay. I mean, the Electrode, like, that's pretty nice for a base set card. Unlimited. That's got to be at least LP. Okay, this one I can see has a crease on it. So this is already going to be HP. But otherwise, it actually isn't that bad for an HP card. But that's fine. The thing is, for somebody to put this in as a binder slot, yeah, like another like LP, MP there. And the last one, no crease. Definitely not bad again on that. Like, and then of course the Paris, nothing special about the Paris MP condition, but it'll just be thrown into a bulk lot. So all in all, I'm actually quite happy. I haven't looked up obviously the prices on it yet. Sometimes when I'm buying, it's live auction, so it's just more instinct than anything. But yeah, I'm gonna call that a massive win. Massive win. And then on top of that, you know, if you're resourceful like myself, you now also get 1, 2, 3, 4 top loaders, which will be good for shipping. That saves me 5 cents per top loader on my next resale. And then the penny sleeves, well, they're worth about a penny. So, I mean, but still, it's another 4 cents right there on my next shipping order. So, you know, every little bit kind of counts towards something. But we will put these into brand new top loaders because these are nice. Jason, if you're still there, dude, we're going to have a little play date. You're going to have to help me on one of these days to go through all of my Magic cards. I did, in the dark when the power went out, started taking out some of those snowy lands, but then I was like, you know what? I should almost be doing this with you so that you can see everything, so that you can kind of point out if there's anything else that just kind of stands out to you as being good. And obviously, if anybody else here is in on Magic too, let me know. I mean, it's not exclusive to Jason. I also got some Bakugan cards, which I didn't know very much about, but I spent some time looking them up, and there was like one $8 Bakugan card in there, so I was pretty happy about that. Okay, so we're gonna move my tape gun, and we're gonna throw just like the extra bulky stuff into this. Okay, and you know what? I didn't even. Come on, do better, Donnie. I didn't even. There you go. Bonus little Charizard there. Okay, this next one, I don't know which one it is. I didn't even grab my garbage can. Okay, I'm grabbing it right now. All right, garbage can acquired. It's going to be needed. I have quite the experience. Oh, that's Mage. I remember you saying that. I remember you saying that you played Magic. Literally, as soon as you said that, I was like, oh crap, I remember you saying that, like you used to play, I think you said you played in tournaments. Correct me if I'm wrong on that one, but I recall you saying that you used to like do some sort of local competing. It brings me back, because I remember when I was talking about Pocket, trying to talk about formats, and you were like, I was like, oh, I want to do double elimination, and I'm not a huge fan of Swiss, and you were explaining to me that like Swiss is not as uncommon as I was making it sound. Largest American retailer. Damn. Okay. All right. So this next one, I don't know which one it is. I'm gonna guess it's this one. Now this one, here's my issue. I have so many giveaways that have come in, and judge me if you want on being a givey goblin, but I do buy a lot. Like, I mean, there's lots of cards bought here. I get some giveaways along the way. Sue me. When they ship them, like this guy right here, he goes by TCG World, but like that's not necessarily his name on Whatnot. It could be, you know, he's got a online store or a eBay page, and this guy too just went by his first name, but like he might be going by, you know, like 420 Tokes yada yada. And okay, I said that because I literally read that account today. But yeah, so the thing is, like, trying to back check these, like I try to match the dates of when they're shipped, and I do my best though. But yeah, well then, Mage, we might need to have words. Just if you know certain cards are like I don't expect you to be like, oh yeah, that card's worth money. But I mean, like, well, like, or how much it's worth. But if you can even be like, you should put that one aside and look it up. That would help me out. Okay, so we're gonna assume it's this one first. All right, $7.73. Order from Whatnot. How did we do? Step one, how is the packaging? This is it. Okay, so we got it on our first try. So in this order, I do remember this was actually one of my very first orders I got on Whatnot. And honestly, as soon as you put up a first edition Quilava for $1, I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to say no. Now, granted, don't worry, there was a top loader. I just got it out of the top loader. That's in great shape. Not any creases on it. The front is looking good. That's at least LP. And then we also got the Cyndaquil. Both of these are from the Neo set. I can't remember which Neo it is offhand. I'll put it on screen. But this one, yeah, a little bit more LP. I mean, someone might call that MP. But these were the very first prints of Cyndaquil in the Pokemon set and Quilava. So that is very cool. All right, and then we got these two. That was 2 for 1 money. I mean, gold cards, granted, I know that they're not worth a load to begin with, but saying that, they do go up over time. Penny, I know that was a card that people really liked, and this was a giveaway. We ended up getting a giveaway of the Pidgeotto in the AR. Beautiful card. So you tell me, how well did we do for $7.73? I think we did good on that. I don't even need to look that up to know I did good on that. Real quick, I just have to check something. I have to make sure I'm doing this in a timely manner, because this is actually, I am recording shorts while we do this. Hence why I did the work to match them up. Otherwise, I'd just be crazy and open them all up and not see who sent me what. Let's go to OBS Shorts Path. We can just look at this last one. Wow. My timing is... I am very, very lucky. That was literally like 2 minutes. Alright, and then we'll just do like a quick little review. Again, yeah, we got top loaders on everything. And like, also guys, I mean, if anybody is on Whatnot, it is really interesting. You don't want to get duped. Do your best not to get duped. I don't feel like I did bad on this. I mean, I can't remember. I would have looked up this penny card and this card before I bought them. I just would have. But they shipped them good, and I got... Here's the thing. When you win a giveaway, it has less to do with the fact that I got this card and more to do with the fact that it pays for some of the shipping. But it helps that it's a card that's very postable. It helps that it's a card that I will be able to sell. Okay. So that means that this one must be just a full-on Gibby. Okay. I think that this one's gonna be kind of fun. I was so tempted to open it ahead of time. I was so tempted. Because I want to see what happened with what's inside. Like, how bad is... Oh, and I'm showing my address and everything and my name and life again. Not that it matters that much. But, like, this is just, like, so damaged. It is so damaged. So, it'll be interesting to see how bad this is. Alright. Give me 1 second. This will be, we'll be able to do a kind of a fun short out of this. Actually, I could just take like a few of these cards and make them like slip out. Or like I can just like grab them and take them out. Okay, be like... I don't know. Do I need a punch? A punch line? Maybe I do. Maybe I do. Be like, when you're buying Pokemon cards, does white envelope... When you're buying Pokemon cards, does white envelope when you're... Oh, yeah, now you guys are like, oh, here we go, amateur hour. It's time. All right. When you're buying Pokemon cards, does letter mail shipping bother you? Well, we've done a decent amount of orders on Whatnot and made a bunch of sales on eBay, and none of it has been damaged until now. Guys, we have this right here, came in the mail for us today. I don't know who it's from. I don't know what conditions the cards are in. I'm thinking that this was just a giveaway. So we're gonna hope that there is some sort of redeeming value in what's going on here. But I guess we'll find out in a hot second here. I mean, if there's anything to be said about this situation, at the very, very minimum, they put it all in top loaders and they taped it well. So, I mean, considering this got ripped, this was a best case scenario. So, if there's any takeaway from this for you, it is that you should do a half decent shipping job before it goes out the door in case it does get ripped. Now granted, you can see with the tape, it's like stuck on this card. I can probably get it off. There we go. And I think after I get this last one, easy enough. All right. Now that I'm looking at this, I do know that this was not a giveaway. Let me just take a look. Lucky for me, this guy put an invoice in here. Okay. So I'm really lucky. He put an invoice in there. I ended up spending $4 on this complete set. So you tell me whether it was worth it. We got the Dragonite here. First edition Wheezing from Fossil set. Apparently another Dragonite. This one's from 151. A Shadowless Porygon. A first edition Nidoran. Apparently that was a gimme. A first edition Dodrio from Jungle set. A rare Beedrill. And last but not least, the Golem First Edition. So, for $3, did we do okay? I'm thinking we did all right considering how many first editions are there, but the big takeaway here is make sure you do some half decent packaging, because even though this was torn apart, our package still made it. Wow, I'm actually shooketh that survived. I'm actually shooketh. I love that he printed this off, though. Okay, let's take a better look here. Oh, he put these in like some weird, like, tape down? Oh, okay. That's super weird. It's like double top loaded. I mean, honestly, I'm not going to complain because my cards went through the ringer and it all survived. And like every little bit probably helped there. It's still weird though. I mean, he did these, and look, you can even tell he did it like on purpose. He did it so that the card couldn't fall out. So it like goes down and then it comes out this way, which is interesting. I would say that's overkill. Team bags was supposed to be a question. Oh yeah, I mean, I don't know how many of my shipping streams you've been to, Mage, or if that was supposed to be while I was recording that. But I ship everything in team bags now. It's so much more efficient because, like, I'll just give you an example. Like, if you, well, these have tape on them, but if you take like 2 of these and then you take a team bag, right? You literally can just like put your card in here, and then you can put it in here with whatever's left. And if you really want to double protect it, you put your second card in another one and then you sandwich it into the team bag. So much faster, and it's like nothing's gonna break through that. And then you don't have to worry about this stupid double situation that this guy's got going on. Cause like, yeah, that's just like seems wasteful. Just seems wasteful. Mostly on his end, like, cause now you just got like, and these are, and he like, it's clear like he had to cut these open to make that happen. It's weird. Okay, so let's take a look at the condition of all these just for us. All right, so this, remember, this was only $3, so that does have some creases in it. That's okay. We'll wait for the end for that guy. Okay, this is also like HP. No creases, but it's definitely not the best card. This is Shadowless. Oh, it does have a crease in it. There you go. That has a crease in it. This does not have a crease in it. Alright, that's like MP. That's alright. That's alright. And this Beedrill? Like, this is the thing. This goes back to it. This is a rare from base set. Oh! There's a little minor crease down there. Couldn't see it until you got to the backside. But honestly, it's still really not bad. Dragonite from 151. I mean, it's a modern card. But this, I don't exactly remember what this is from. This is, obviously you can see it's the same picture, but the illumination is actually quite a bit different. It's got a pixel to it, and you can see the card number. This is from a specific set, 2 of 15. So this will be like the interesting card, considering it was a freebie. And out of all of them, yeah, I mean, they're all HP cards, but for $3, I mean, Even this HP is probably worth $2. This HP is probably worth $2 too. I mean, it's just work. Work involved with it. Oh, I don't know if I like that. Like, you put all those slits in them. But I'll use them for now. You know what? No, I won't. I won't. Makes me feel uneasy that it's like already pre-ripped on some of those. The ones that have writing have no rips on them, so they're good for shipping materials. All right. And like, that's the thing too. I'll have to like probably go in way more depth on a lot of these. Like, I mean, I could do it technically speaking. If anybody is actually interested, be like, hey, what's the value of this? I would very happily be like, yeah, let's take a look at some of the values of these once I'm done opening mail. But yeah, most of it I was planning on checking afterwards. But yeah, team bags, especially too, because like I used to buy them like by the case, so you get them for stupid cheap. That's the same. Even these top loaders, like if you buy 25 at a time, they're not super cheap. But if you buy 1,000 at a time, they're really cheap. Like you get them easily for half the price. All right. So perspective, as per always, $3, and we know right off the top we got 5 top loaders, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 cents worth of shipping supplies right there, and another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cents right there of shipping supplies. I know it's like literally nickeling and diming, but sometimes we'll sell cards. Like, here's a great example. That Nintendo game we shipped out earlier today. I only made like $1.20 on it. But if you can get some free shipping supplies, it brings it up to like $1.40, right? $1.30. Which is still not very much. Let's get that out of the way. Still not very much. All right, we're going to save Oxy still, because I'm excited about his order. Let's do a small one, a couple small ones. That's a $26 one. Jeez, what the heck's in there? $6 will be after this. Okay, we got 2 $6 orders, a $7 order, $9 order. All right. All right. Opening some more mail, fur cards from Whatnot, $2.90. I don't remember what's in here, but the question is, was it shipped good? And how did I do? Moment of truth. $6? Oh, $2.90. I was like, wait. To be fair, it is one card, and I actually remember the story behind this. I bought this at the end of the sale, and I did not realize that he was done for the day. That is something to take into account, guys, when you are doing it. If you do want to buy on Whatnot, you want to make sure that they are going to keep selling farther into the day if you plan on buying more. Because I would have had to pay shipping on this at least 74 cents to $1. But for $2.90, how do you feel like I did? This card is very clearly in like a high LP. Honestly, I would call this near mint. So, Rocket Dark Golduck, what do you think? I literally open it and I'm like, I don't even know how well I did. Of course, I'm going to look it up, and when I'm trying to edit this into a short, I'm going to put the actual value of what I'm going to be able to sell it for on there. And if it's like, I'll look it up first. If it's not that good, I'm not going to, if that card's only worth $2, I'm probably not going to make the short. I'll put it on the back burner and check in 5 years, and then I'll be like, aha, is it worth posting now? D-Man Mac, look at that. They even got my username. Okay. More mail from Whatnot. Okay, Pokemon cards. We don't even remember what we got in here. Question is, how well was it packaged versus how well did we do? All right, well, we're starting out with a Bulbasaur, which is one of my favorite Pokemon. Oh, there we go. Few cards in here. So we got the Bulbasaur and the Squirtle. $3.23. Maybe this was that one. I mean, to be fair, that's not actually horrible, but these are in like real minty shape. This one is low near mint. The Bulbasaur is low near mint. That might be LP. That is okay though. On starters from the base set, in this condition, those are $3 or $4 cards. Sometimes you get hit in the heat of the moment. But I'm not going to complain about those. And also, the reality is, if you haven't been on Whatnot, you're going through live auctions. So, you know, like... Oh, and there we go. And we got our 5 cents and our 2 top loaders. So, there you go. You're going through the heat of the moment. You're hoping you're going to get more. Sometimes you get outbid. And you just, like, have to hope that you do good on what you get and not presume for down the road. All right, next order from Whatnot. Pokemon cards, $6.69. Let's see how well we did and how well they packaged it. All right. So everything's in there quite tight. That is right. Okay, so on this guy, we didn't do that bad. With getting the Kangaskhan EX from 151 SR. Well, actually, SR in Japanese. We did okay here. The Pokeball, these were just freebies. And then we got the Ditto from Crown Zenith. And we do know that the Dittos and Crown Zenith have been going really well lately. So that is really good. I think that the major win here is the Kangaskhan. I think we did really, really well on that one. But what do you think? I will say I hate these. I do not like shipping in these. I do not like it when people... Like, PSA likes these. I don't. Here's the thing. They're bendy. They're bendy people. Yeah, okay, if I'm going to send 25 cards to get graded, maybe they are a little better in that scenario. But this guy just fit like 4 cards in all at once. I don't know. Oh, man, these are minty, too. I didn't even do a review on the condition of these. We will do it now. Okay, these are all near mint. That is very, very nice. All right. Next Whatnot order. You do have to be careful with your Whatnot orders. Like, I can tell that something is taped side by side. So opening this up, I definitely want to be careful. But $6.68. Let's see how well we do. If I can even get it open. There we go. We got the invoice. Thank you for your purchase. There we go. Boom. Easy enough. Well, you know what? We get a little personal message. So, okay, the positive for sure right off the bat is, you know, they obviously did not have team bags and they did not want to be like, I'm doing nothing here. Now, I'm going to point out real quick, though, that this Pidgeot is facing a way that it could have worked its way out. So, take an account for that. If you are going to ship, especially like this, be intuitive, at least make it go on the inside, you know. I'd rather it be like rattling inside this little envelope towards here, I think, than the outside. I mean, ultimately, this is really just not the way you'd want to do it. But I do remember buying these. I was on my WestJet flight to Canada, and we had free Wi-Fi. And anybody that knows me, even just slightly, knows that I have a massive soft spot for Pidgeot. So I was definitely not saying no to these Pidgeots. So we got the Clefable Rare Non-Hollow here from Jungle Set. And this is beautiful. Like near mint, some whitening in the one corner. And then we've got 3 Pidgeots. No creases. That one's got a little whitening in 2 corners. That one's got a little whitening in 1 corner. And this one maybe a little bit more. So I'd say maybe LP and near mint or low near mint on the other 2. Very, very nice. For $6.68, I think we did good. What do you think? I'll probably have to like change my outros on those a lot, but that's okay. I'm really happy about that. I freaking love this card. This card also came in a holographic too. So, but very happy to get these Pidgeots. And the Clefable too. Still sweet. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I'm sorry if the mail opening is not as engaging as you guys would like. But it has to be done. It has to be done. And I can do it with the camera off too. But, I mean, I'm having a good time with it. I think that's what matters. All right. Oh, and I guess worth noting, we got some more top loaders. We got this Card Saber Pro junk. I'm too proud to throw it out, but I don't necessarily want it. All right. Next order from Whatnot. Pokemon cards, $7.41. Let's see how we did. Right off the top, I can tell you, this guy spent a little bit of money just on the cardboard right there. And let's see, I can already tell that this is going to be a vintage lot because we are seeing Shadowless right off the bat. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, this guy really wanted to save on penny sleeves, but that's okay. So, how did we do? Metapod Shadowless, Poliwag Shadowless, Rocket Voltorb, Kakuna Shadowless, Farfetch Shadowless. Let's take a look. That's going to be in like an LP also. Yeah, these are actually, that's quite nice. Metapod's quite nice. Minimum all LP there, but this is the big time winner, guys. Yes, it is a rare Electabuzz. Guys, this was the first Electabuzz in English printed. This is a rare from the base set, and it is Shadowless. So this is the second print that came right after the first editions. So this is what attracted me to all of these cards to begin with. But what do you think? For $7.41, was this worth it? That is sweet. That is in such good shape. It's so funny. Like, I bought so many of these cards while I was gone. Well, like, every single card I've gotten so far. This has all been while I've been gone. So, like, a lot of them, I'm, like, remembering them as we open them. But I am, like, super, super happy about a lot of these. I mean, any Shadowless cards, especially in this condition, like, this is not easy to find. The Voltorb is in good enough shape. Yeah, actually, you know what? We are still going to put him in, like, just the bulk masses with the Paris. I know for a fact I bought this as a lot, so I definitely did not pay for that Voltorb. It was just more of a fact that Voltorb was there. And I know that this Farfetch'd alone is going to more than make that worth the while. Alright. A little weird that he like forced everything into one top loader, but, or sorry, into one, actually even into one top loader is a little weird, but into one penny sleeve, 2 penny sleeves. A lot of cards for that. And we got a recyclable theoretical team bag if we want it. saves us like 2 or 3 cents there. Like I said, if we want. But that's like kind of crazy. Like this guy clearly for these cardboards, like that would have been like an extra, like for my white envelopes, they cost me 4 cents. Guaranteed that's got to be double that, you would think. Okay, this one. I don't know what's in it. All I know is I spent $8.99, and this came at ground shipping. Ground shipping minimum is going to cost like $5.55. I think on Whatnot it's $6. But that means that whatever I bought here, I'm either A, they got hosed because of shipping. Actually, maybe we'll make this a actual short. I don't know if I was going to do it as a short, but okay. All right, we got another Whatnot order here. This next one is I paid $8.99 for. I don't remember what's in it, but I will say this was ground shipped. So between what he paid on shipping, either I got hosed or he got hosed. But it does bring up a very important point that when you are selling specifically on Whatnot, guys, you need to know what your shipping weights are. You can get killed by just having the wrong shipping. All right, here we go. Sends it with the receipt. There we go. So that makes it a little bit better. At least now, even though I don't remember, once I kind of get in here, I will be able to see exactly how much I paid for what. 3 giveaways. There we go. Sounds like I spent a decent amount of time on this giveaway, and I can already see that this was going to be a good purchase. All right, so let's take a look at our 3 giveaways right off the bat. And I can tell you right now, I remember this. This is probably the best giveaway, at least at this point in time, that I've gotten. A Diamond and Pearl stamped Manaphy. This was a crazy giveaway, and that is why I went onto his page. Especially too, like, that is clean. That is very clean. The Barrel full art also. And apparently we also got a Farfetched Pocket Monster coin chip. Sweet, we'll look into that later. But we spent $8, and these are the cards we got. And I can tell you already, for spending only $8, we definitely did extremely well. When we're looking at a Lapras holographic from Fossil Set to start, you already know it's going to be a good situation. Definitely a little bit of scratches on it, but you know what? I mean, okay, the back is not that good, but it's not that bad. Like, this is a good binder card. Unfortunately, this is like an MP HP card, but I mean, you're off to a good start there. And we do have the Japanese Blastoise SR from 151 also, which this is a nice hit, very nice hit from 151, and it is super clean. And I believe these two might have been like in a lot. I think I paid $1 for the 2 of them. But you know what? Getting cards from XY, it is a promo also. Never going to be a bad thing. Tyrantrum EX in great shape. Promo XY card. Yeah. All in all, for only $8.99, I think it's safe to say that this is definitely worth it. But what do you think? Yeah, I mean, even that Lapras in that shape, like, that's got to be worth half the value of this. And I will say that what made me stick around was the fact that this card was worth like $8. So I know for a fact $8 was definitely worth it when I got this for free in the giveaway. And like I said, I mean, remember, I got all of this, and this was ground shipping. So like $5 of that dollars went right away. So this guy definitely did a little bit of a goof just on his stream. I mean, okay, this has got, are those some dents? They might, yeah, a little dents in the card, but I don't care. Like, this is, I mean, even if this in the end has to be HP, it's a stamp. Like, that's still really good. Still really good. And the Blastoise, Japanese, not ever going to be sad about that. And Lapras, here's the thing too, like these cards are just like not easy to find anymore. Fossil set, we actually have some other really cool ones coming our way too that I got yesterday. I got a misprint Mr. Mime from Jungle set, so it'll be really exciting to see that. Decidueye, holographic 2019 Sword and Shield, that's sweet. I mean, that's like definitely going to be postable. Not for very much, but let's take a look at what our little Farfetch coin is. Pocket Monster Maru Menko. I wonder if that's how you say Farfetched. Game Freak TV Tokyo Shop Pro Japan. Fun. That will just go in my assorted spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Kudos to this guy for doing awesome shipping. And you know what? And part of it too is like trying to create a following, trying to make it so people want to come back to you. You want to do good. And you know what? Like maybe he looked at it and was like, this is not a winning order, but it's a winning order to the sense that maybe D-Man, that's me, D-Man will be back for another stream. And I can very confidently tell you, I would be back for another stream. All right. 1550. This is a light package. I'm hoping for the best on this one. But you know what? Whatnot? You live and die by it. When they're live auctions, anything can happen. Oh, video games. Let's go. 308. That's my number. Got some video games here. All right. Well, this, I mean, to be fair, I think I paid, it's not in the greatest of shapes, but saying that, I'm actually really happy we ended up getting this. What did we say this cost in the end? $15. I mean, this is only like probably a $20, $22 game, but it's still fun. It is still super fun. And we'll do this. We're going to save that because we will be able to turn that into a short. It's just a different short, not a Pokemon short. But still not less fun because video games are fun too. All right. We're getting into a little bit more pricey now. Oh, no, we've got to save that one. All right, we got another one here. $26.99. This guy went crazy on the tape here. $26.99 on Whatnot. How did we do? Time will tell. Holy. I mean, he definitely wanted it to be safe, whatever it was. Whatever it was. Boom. All right. These are juicy cards. Now I remember why we spent that kind of money. I'm very interested to why he's got such big stickers on them. But you know what? At least they came here. He quadruple or triple wrapped it here with the envelope. So A for shipping. Let's see how the cards look. Oh gosh, that's going to be a pain in the ass to get open. Holy. I might not be. Okay, we're going to use it. My nail. Good thing I got some half decent nails here. I'm not sure I love that. I'm not sure I love that. All right, so I had to use my nails to end up getting these open in the end. You know, I'm going to turn it from an A to a B because I'm not sure I loved, like these were really tough to just try and get out. But let's take a look on how these cards are looking. We got that Nidoqueen there, and there is like not a single scratch on that. That is a beautiful card on there. But when we look at the back, we do have a bit of wear there. Might even be almost a crease. It's not a crease. Actually, and now that I'm looking at it, there is just a faint scratch in the hollow there. I don't know if you can see it. It's not quite a crease, but it's definitely somewhere. This is closer to like an NP in the end. And we are going to take a look here at this first edition Dark Vileplume. First edition, obviously the first print on Rocket. And again, like, it's not a crease, but there definitely is some wear on the card itself. And it almost looks like it is trying to like separate. It's not quite separating. That is definitely like an MP. But question is, how did we do? I mean, as far as binder cards go, I don't hate them. I don't hate them as far as binder cards go. But the question is, at $26.99, did we do okay? I still feel like we did okay. Yeah, I am. I think I'm pretty happy about that. I mean, it's the first edition in itself, like, really does help out, lend itself a lot to that card. If it wasn't a first edition, I'd be pretty worried. But with it being first edition, I don't think it matters. And also part of it too is because of the way we do the shipping and we're trying to sell a lot of cards, getting a couple cards in there every now and then where we just break even, there's really nothing wrong with breaking even on cards. Yeah, I mean, the odd one you might even lose on, but for the most part, you don't want to lose. And if you can... No, yeah. No, this is good. Okay, feeling good about that. Yeah, I was just looking at their printed slip. I used to never do that when I did Whatnot. Print out the slips. It's just not really worth it. But, obviously, to some, they like to do it. Okay. That takes us to the end of the ones. I've got Oxypulls here. This guy, I did buy a whole whack of cards, but I do want to give this a bit more time. I told him I'd send him a message when I opened it. Had a really good time on this guy's stream, hence why it's thick and full of cards, and we spent some serious money here. So I will wait to open that, and based on that, we are going to call it for this part of the segment. Let's take a look at how long we've been streaming for, and then we'll see if my camera can even handle any more oh no, I hit my camera just a tad. Ah! Oh, get out of here. I gotta change one thing. My camera. Unlock you. I gotta just take off just a hair on the side. There we go. Little better. Little better. Are you opening Pokemon cards? Nolan, I just did, dude. I just opened a slug of Pokemon cards. I just opened a slug of Pokemon cards, dude. If you go on YouTube, you can watch, and I open all of these cards up. And I talk about each of them. So if you go on YouTube, you can re-watch me opening up all of these cards. I don't think I was gonna open up any more right now, but I will be opening more, Nolan, on other days. I promise you that. Right. So okay, the next step is I do need to see how we are doing. Oh yeah. Okay. So based on my camera, now I can see we are in the 5% or less mode. So that's where we're going to call the stream for today. Guys, I know it was a little different, but I had a lot of fun with you. Either way, had a lot of fun. I hope you guys had some fun on here also. And we will not be streaming tomorrow. We've got Raid tomorrow with Turtle Wow. I will record it. We'll see if I review it. Depends how well we do and what we end up doing. But either way, I'll record it and we'll be on Turtle Wow tomorrow. So anyone that is going to be participating in that, I'll see you tomorrow. Anybody else, my camera plugin should be here by the end of the weekend. Fingers crossed. Postal service here is a little back and forth. But keeping that in mind, we will be back on Monday. Hopefully we'll be back with some video games. Nolan, no, don't go. Dude, go on YouTube and just watch the VOD. You can see all the cards I opened. I show some cool cards I got over Christmas while I was on Vancouver Island. Go watch it, dude. Do you want me to send you a link on Discord? I'll send it to you if you'd like. There it is right there. That's, oh. Hello. Look at my arm. There we go. That's where it's got to be. Okay, sure. Sounds good. I'll send you a link, bud. All right, guys. Have a great rest of your weekend. Friday, TGIF. Stay safe, and we'll see you on Monday.